Did you watch the Nintendo Direct at all?
I didn't. I was busy during the time, so I wasn't able to do it. I just caught up. I caught up with the news.
I didn't look up at any of it. All I saw was like someone in my Discord linked their like fucking they're doing a Super Mario movie and Chris Pratt is fucking Mario, and one of the Key and Peele they're doing like Toad. Like it's This doesn't look like it's very good.
I don't care about the casting. Honestly, I feel like I'm in the minority with this. Where like if it's an animated movie, because it's an animated movie.
Is it animated? Oh, it is?
Yeah. Okay. It'd be way worse if Chris Pratt was like, I'm Mario, but no, he's just voicing Mario.
But even if they're voicing it, it just like is I don't know. It's just gonna be super cringe. I hate live action shit.
Well, it's not. So there we go. It's fine.
Well, like live. I guess not
live voice acting. What are you talking about?
Okay, just take random people I've never heard of, and I'll be a lot happier.
I don't. Who cares? Who cares if it's like legitimately? If I'm immersed in a story, I forget that
I'm Chris Pratt. I'm Mario.
The difference is like if it's
pizzeria.
Like the thing is, I know this is more of a positive example. That like if it's Danny DeVito and Gilbert Gottfried, I can tell who they are.
I just hate Chris Pratt.
But like when you're watching Toy Story and you listen to Woody, do you think it's Tim the Toolman from Home Improvement?
No.
Yeah, that's who it is. I forget it. Well, who is it?
Well, it's like I feel like actors don't do voices anymore. They're just like, I am Chris Pratt.
That'd be an amazing line in the Mario movie if they did that, though. But I don't know. I feel like this is a non-issue that you're trying to...
Oh, yeah. The
thing is, I just thought it was hilarious, though. I saw some screenshots where it's like, Chris Pratt as Mario. And it's just like this like insanely serious face shot of like Chris Pratt. It's like, I didn't think Mario had to be hot, man. Okay? You could
to
chill.
be honest, I'm just hopped up on Red Bull, so I'm just like combative and like ready to punch a child.
What if it was like, you know that one like Chad image with like the huge bulge?
What? I just pretend I don't know things for like.
Okay, so you do know it. I don't have to start.
You're just like, oh, you ever see that one image with the dude with the huge bulge?
You just wanted me to like look up like Chad with bulge and then just go to Google Images. I understand where you're coming from here.
Like the Chad versus Virgin thing?
Yeah. Well, no. Okay. One of these that I'm thinking of has the huge bulge. Okay.
Oh, this guy. Yeah.
Yeah. So like that, and like it's just like if it was like that, and it's like starring Mario, and it's like that's what really the headshots reminded me of because they were in black and white and they were I don't know, they were just way too serious.
I get the meme. No one else is gonna understand, but I get it because it's just so funny because like you have to like explain a meme. There's like 7 layers to it. Like it's like hieroglyphics.
Yeah, legitimately, that's how E became a meme, right? Because like memes got more simplified, and all of a sudden you're just like posting Lord Farquaad with the E.
It's like
as a joke.
E.
Yeah, there we go. Meme historian. Mario movie looks fine. Let's actually talk about more Nintendo Direct though. So.
I didn't see anything that happened. I don't know what got announced, released. Like
the thing is, I always get really frustrated right after a Nintendo Direct that I missed, and that it's legitimately difficult to find
anything, right?
Yeah, because there are websites that compile it, but they skip out on information. It's like, why would you compile it and then not tell me anything? So, okay, so Bayonetta 3 is coming to Switch. That was a Wii U game. I don't care about the Bayonetta series, but I know a lot of people are super happy because they never expected to play it. And then N64 games are coming to Switch Online.
Okay, that's huge.
So there's a caveat and another thing announced. So they also have an official Nintendo Switch N64 controller, which is going to be dope because if they could actually get that set up with an actual N64 somehow, you have OEM parts.
I think people would be super excited for that actually.
So let's start with the main information here. Nintendo 64 games are coming to Nintendo Switch. Sure, these are not new games, but the quality of games that are coming to Nintendo 64 is insane in my opinion. So first of all, we have all the titles that people care about. We have OOT. I don't remember anything else.
I like how we just saw the list and you're trying to fucking remember. It's like
OOT, Super Mario 64, Star Fox, OT again because I'm bad at listing these. Mario Tennis, like legitimate good titles that people care about.
Fantastic fucking games. I've never played Winback. I always saw that, but I've just never played it.
Literally never heard of that in my life. But you've also never heard of Sin and Punishment. We had a conversation about this earlier.
Yeah, I've never heard of it.
legitimately
I mean,
extremely good
it's
games.
it's all the heavy hitters, you know.
Yeah, and not only are these games coming to Nintendo Switch, but like other games in the Nintendo Switch Online library, they're coming to online as well. And sure, you might think, oh, yes, Super Nintendo games are currently online capable on the Nintendo Switch and no one ever plays them. But I feel like there's a fundamental difference between wanting to play, let's say, what's a two-player SNES game on the Nintendo Switch?
I can't even think of something.
Two-player Super Mario World on Nintendo Switch
Sure.
versus two-player
Mario Kart 4-player Mario Kart 64.
Yeah, you're in your bed facing people, and obviously, if you're doing tradition, you have to be cross-faded after 7 drinks and 4 bowls, playing Mario Kart 64 in your bed, puking, but still somehow
Are you speaking
managing to go.
From experience?
Absolutely not. I would never. Do
like because
anything
I'm
illegal.
thinking like Star Fox 64. Their multiplayer modes are super fun.
Never played it.
I'm thinking like if they add like GoldenEye later, like this to me. Well, they probably actually can't because of the license. Now that I think about it.
Yeah, but they said games are coming. I know Paper Mario is coming, and that's probably my favorite game for the Nintendo 64.
Well, they can't do GoldenEye because that's like a license.
No, I understand that. But they have Banjo-Kazooie, which actually, now that I think about it, holy shit, they have Banjo-Kazooie. That's a rare game.
Well, it's not yet, but if you look at games that are coming, yeah, they have like Pokemon Snap, F-Zero X, like fantastic, Kirby 64, like you said, Paper Mario, Banjo-Kazooie, like this is huge to me. This is super huge. Something that even took me even more off guard that is completely out of left field is they're actually adding fucking Genesis games to the Switch.
I'm actually
Genesis,
not as
Sega.
surprised about this. I feel like Sega will do anything to get their games on other platforms before Nintendo gives a shit about their older titles. Like, you've seen time and time again on the PC how many Genesis games, how many Saturn games, like everything is playable on except for like some rare Dreamcast games that are in like like weird states of IP ownership.
Well, Sega is cool because they're like, hey, like play our games. Like we think they're cool too. We just don't have the money to like do anything with them. So if other people do them, cool. Like, which is like if people make fan games of Sega games, like Sega literally comes out and is like, yo, this is fucking dope.
Well, that was like literally just a meme. I forgot what 3 companies. One was Sega, one was Nintendo, and I think it was Valve, or Steam, Sega, and Nintendo, and like Steam was like, oh, you made a fan game, put it on our store. And then Sega was like, oh, you made a fan game, come work for us and make an actual game. And then like Nintendo was like, oh, you made a fan game, here's a $3 million lawsuit. So,
yeah, exactly.
So yeah, I mean, like I'm not surprised that all these Genesis games are coming to Nintendo Switch.
And they're
but, like,
good ones.
It's a good list. You have Echo the Dolphin, which is my second favorite Genesis game after probably Vector Man.
Yeah, Vector Man 1 and 2 slaps.
I never played 2. I feel like the Genesis just wasn't my system, so like I don't have like a lot of nostalgia. But
so
like, the games
my,
I played,
my
I do
babysitter
genuinely
had
like.
one. So it's like every single morning my parents would drop me off at my babysitter, and I get to play like video games for like 2 hours before school. So
it's pretty dope. I mean, that's like all of this. Yes, it's important news, but me coming at you from a speedrunner perspective, from a collector perspective, Dana doesn't know shit about collecting. He's the worst. The biggest news for me is that we're having manufacturing again. And yes, these are ported so they work on the Switch. We're getting manufacturing of N64 and Genesis controllers from Nintendo.
Like it says they look and probably feel OEM like.
So have you used a Super Nintendo controller from like a SNES Mini or something like that?
Yeah, they don't feel awful, but they do feel. They feel about the same, a little bit different.
It feels about the same. It is slightly different. I feel like it's just made of a slightly different plastic. It's probably going to be something similar to that regard. But
which is fine.
I feel like speedrunners, especially on the N64, have been struggling for so long to get
good controllers.
Yeah, to get good controllers. Like they're going like, and they're getting like, there's that huge Kickstarter campaign for like Smash players, especially on the N64 for that like steel stick. I forget what the name of it exactly
people
was.
are still waiting for those. Like they ordered them like 3 years ago, and they're still waiting for their steel sticks.
I'm not surprised. It's a Kickstarter campaign plus all these delays. Like I'm surprised if anyone gets any product made on Kickstarter that was expected to ship.
Plus,
in, like,
if it's made by a gamer, you don't really trust anything a gamer says.
Yeah, but like, sure, I feel like it is a waste in a lot of people's eyes to take apart N64 controllers that were brand new built and like put them in original N64 controllers. I'm not exactly sure if they're going to be moddable.
No, it makes sense.
They actually, the ones that they're making right now seem wireless, so I don't know.
I wonder if you could take shells from like original Nintendo 64 controllers and just like slap them on these like with the innards, because I mean like they have like different colors and stuff like that. Like that'd be. I'm super hyped for this, man. Like I actually want the Genesis one like a lot. Like that looks super cool. Like I want to play Phantasy Star fucking 4. Like I've never been able to play that game because that game's actually super hard to find. Or Castlevania Bloodlines, Golden Axe, Gunstar Heroes. Like fuck this. I'm flabbergasted. This is some of the coolest news ever. But the caveat is that this is going to cost more money on top of the already.
And they haven't said the price. And I know why they haven't said the price, because they're looking at us. They're looking at us like literally
It better be like $2.99 or $5.
No, that's the thing. They're looking at us. We're gushing. We're gushing from not just their mouths, from other places. And they're going to see all that gush. And they're going to be like $100 a month.
They see all that gush.
They're going to be like $100 a month for N64 capability.
I don't know. Like if this is like an additional $2.99, I don't see too many people being that pissed. Because how much is Switch Online right now?
They don't see people being that piff?
That pissed. How much is
that piff?
I don't know how expensive Switch Online is. I just pay for it, and I don't know.
It's $20 a year, so $2.99 would be over doubling the price.
Oh, so yeah, they'll probably do another year thing. So it'll probably be like $30 a year for all this.
Yeah, I'm gonna guess
still.
That. I don't actually want this, but I want this from like a theoretical, like chaotic world perspective of them saying like $100 a month. I want to see what happens.
Like,
I want to see the
what they
nerd
do like
rage.
A penny per second of play.
I want to see the nerd rage at $100 a month. I want to see them be like, you know who I'm talking about, like that one guy. I'm not talking the angry video game nerd. I'm talking like the third brand offshoot, like Irate Gamers World on YouTube with like 35 subscribers, but he still has been making videos since 2007. I want to see his reaction to $100 a month.
Is that essentially what we say? It's essentially us.
No, okay, we have 55 subscribers. Okay, we're big time. We're taking advantage of the shorts.
Did we hit 100K views?
No,
yet?
we're like 85K. We went from 80 to 85K in a week. I'm sorry. We're gonna get there soon, but not soon enough, Mister Demands
I mean, that's still pretty cool
over here. All right. Well, I want to say that was the main thing about Nintendo Direct. There were some other things that I don't give a shit about. Splatoon 3.
I'm actually looking at some things right now. Like I see, Splatoon 3. I do not give a fucking shit about Splatoon. I see like the Monster Hunter. I hear it's fun. Not my thing. Chocobo GP, that's something I'm actually excited for because I played Square Enix Kart Racer like way back in the day, and for PS1, and it was super fun.
I know a lot of people are super excited about that, but PS1 game, I never played it. I watched a speedrunner of this game. So one of my favorite speedrunners of all time, Paul Gio, he speedruns this game. I think he's a world record holder, and it's super dope speedrun. I like watching it. Disco Elysium on Nintendo Switch, that's cool. But I already have it.
Oh, he speedruns Disco Elysium?
No, he speedruns Chocobo GP on PS1.
Oh, for PS1, okay.
His name
this
is
is like
Paul
a new
Gio.
one. This is a new one.
I moved on to a separate topic. I was saying my friend Paul Gio speedruns Chocobo GP. He's good at it. He's world record holder. I like watching him. And then I moved on, Disco Elysium coming to Switch. That was the announcement. But that was already kind of known. They just have a release date now.
Castlevania Advance Collection, that's pretty cool. Have you played like any of these games?
I don't really care about Castlevania. There is a
These
card-based...
games are all so... Like, every single one of these games is like a masterpiece.
I thought this would be interesting to you, but you can let me know what you think. There's a card-based RPG called Voice of Cards coming to Nintendo Switch. I think it's by the same person who made Nier Automata and Nier.
Which is something that I've been wanting to play.
Yeah, what do you think? I know you've seen the trailer.
For Voice of Cards, and like I said, I just think it's a cheap excuse to do less animation and shit. It's like, oh, look at this cool art style.
But it's cards. You play card game.
Not really.
You're a card gamer.
I collect cards.
Yeah,
I play Magic. I play Magic Arena, and I used to play Hearthstone.
You're not frisbeeing your graded card onto the field.
No, like this just looks it's not my thing. So I did play. What was that game for GameCube that you used cards? I forget the name of it. It was like an RPG.
Lost Kingdoms?
Probably, yeah. I rented it one time. It was pretty fun.
Yeah, Lost Kingdoms from Software. But I don't know. It's not for me. New Kirby game. I haven't played a Kirby game since like Dreamland 3. That was a good one, but Kirby's just not my thing.
I like Kirby games.
Sorry, 3D Kirby's not my thing. And I know that there's actually new 2D Kirby games.
Oh, yeah. I haven't played... I never have actually played any of the 3D Kirbys. If this is like a fucking Mario Odyssey type thing, it might be kind of cool.
Mario Odyssey featuring. I mean, honestly.
Well,
Kirby
meaning like
is-
a 3D open world, platform.
No,
Kirby,
but when you think about it, Mario Odyssey is kind of like Kirby in that you like suck up all the people in Mario Odyssey with the hat. But actually, looking at this trailer for Kirby, it legitimately looks like Mario Odyssey. Have you played any Mario Odyssey? I know you own it.
I haven't yet. No,
You're such a bitch. You're such a tiny
pretty
bitch
much.
boy.
I mean, one of my favorite games of all time is Kirby's Dream Land 1 and 2 for the Game Boy. Those games are fucking amazing.
And then I think the last thing we didn't talk. Okay, so there's two things. No one gives a shit about Project Triangle Strategy because no one gives a shit about Project Octagon.
Oh, isn't
What is
that
it?
isn't that the
Octopath
game that had
Traveler?
like? It's supposed to be pretty good.
It's supposed to be okay.
See, what's so annoying is I looked up this article like we just said. It's like, oh look, everything that's been released, and then it's like you just named like 5 things that aren't even in this article.
Yeah, it's kind of a bitch. And then the last thing, Metroid Dread. I don't give a shit. Do you give a shit?
Which one's Metroid Dread? Is that the 2D one?
The new 2D Metroid. I'm sorry to say I don't give a shit.
I
It's just-
literally I have it pre-ordered.
I personally don't care about the Metroid series. I never have.
You just hate like Castlevania, Metroidvania games.
I don't. There's legitimately a lot of Metroidvanias I like.
But like these games are like how do you not like these? Have you played them?
No.
Like, have you played Super Metroid?
Yes.
It's a banger of a game.
Got bored in an hour.
I hate you.
Metroid Fusion. Got bored in an hour.
I hate you.